Hey YouTube, this is Travis with Nostalgic Duelist, and I am here to give you the Cyber Dragon Revolution Structure Pack. Alright, so, it's been a while. What happened, Konami? Why didn't we get this deck out sooner? It's a freaking Cyber Dragon deck, for Pete's sakes. And not only that, there is now an XYZ of this baby. Woo! Okay, I am so sorry for the burst. Let's get started. So, amazing appeal first on the back. Great, I guess. And third part, we are now opening. Oh, okay, so the top decides to give up on me and nopes on me. Nope. Nope. Alright, so, aside from the box, like everything, staple, staple, and staple. Yes. So, what I mean by staple, every structured deck comes with a rulebook, a deck list, and a mat of some sort. The difference between these new mats and the older ones with the fact that now it doesn't specify, it just shows designs of the structure deck. So, if you didn't see in my last video, this, as I said, this is version 8.0, so it is the most updated version. It's also extremely helpful. Look at this. All the way to fusions and rituals, which we don't even use anymore. Extremely detailed. If you are new and trying to get into this, recommend you to get this. Very helpful. Even I've been dueling, not in tournaments, but I have been dueling with others for quite some time. And I now just pretty much teach people how to play. And I teach them the basics. And from there, I also help them structure decks and see what they can do to increase the deck's potential. I'm currently doing that actually right now to one of my friends because he's so new to it and he constantly asks me, Travis, is this a good dueling deck? And of course, I do adhere to the tournament rules. So all my decks are legal, tournament legal. I at least have about 5 to 8 duel-ready decks that I can duel anytime. And I do have a couple that are in the works that I am currently trying to build on. So those will eventually come out. Alright, so rulebook, extremely helpful. Also, with the deck list, this does give you the easiest, like some of the most quickest strategies that you can do to optimize your deck's potential. As you can see, one thing leads to another, and whoosh, the waterfall effect. So you have like these two cards, there's usually something with these cards that help them, and then it goes to here, and that's what pretty much transpires. Basically, all my mumbo jumbo, this is what I was pretty much saying in English. These cards have a purpose, and these guys are trying to help you by showing you one of the many quick strategies that you can use to vilify this deck and to maximize its potential in terms of strategy and output in general. On the back of it, we have our gimmick sales right here, where it says, oh, tips and strategies. This card's name becomes Cyber Dragon. That usually means that it's Cyber Dragon. But it does give you some good hints here. Like if cards say that they are named this particular card, then they play as that particular card. Also, they do like the power up with packs. This is, if you want your deck to be stronger, you need to buy more of our products. That's literally what it means. Shadow Spectre booster pack. It was an okay booster pack. Judgment of Light. I won't complain. There were some pretty good cards. Lord of Tachyon Galaxy. Holy crap. That is awesome. I would give that a check. As well as Cosmo Blazer. There was a couple cards that were good in there. Alright. And then the best part of all. Boop, boop, boop. Just kidding. That was a really short field if that was the case. And of course, this lovely work of art. Dual Cyber Dragon or Twin Head Cyber Dragon. And then, of course, you have your different Cyber Valley and then some of the other Cyber Dragons. And then your XYZ smack dab in the middle. Holy crap. Awesome. And then, of course, you have the OP version of Cyber Dragon. Holy crap. When I mean OP, it doesn't have stats. And its effect is ridiculous. Then, of course, the prototype. So, they show it. And the best part about it is it's so convoluted. Can you see the outline now? It takes a while, but if I like bring it out halfway, like something like this, how could you tell that on the bottom, that's where you put your magic and traps? So yeah. Alright, so look at this. As you can see, it's not even opened yet, so I have been waiting for this moment for a long time. So let's get this baby opened. Oh, that was easy. Okay. Alright, so let's start with our main. Alright, so you get the main attraction, which usually means you get 4 cards of rarity. Boom! Cyber Dragon Nova. Woohoo! Cyber Dragon Nova requires 2 level 5 machine types. Whoa, not that hard. Actually, with this deck, it really isn't. It was just like with the Blue Eye Structure deck. Get cards out of that? Not a problem. It's another one of those easy go decks. So basically what this baby can do, it says once per turn, you can detach 1 XYZ material from this card. Then target 1 Cyber Dragon in your graveyard. Special summon that target, and once per turn, during either player's turn, you can banish 1 Cyber Dragon from your hand or face up. Face up from your monster card zone. Please forgive me, I am still sick. You hear that? This card gains 2100 attack. I'm sorry there. I had a moment. That was quite a moment. 2100 attack until the end phase. If this card is in your possession and is sent to the graveyard, to yours in particular, by your opponent's card effect, you can special summon 1 machine type fusion monster from your extra deck. Holy crap! This card packs all punches and doesn't hold them back. Whoa! Banishing Cyber Dragon for 2100. Basically, you are, boom, taking this lovely attack right here of 2100 and boosting it up to that. Boosting it up to 4200 until the end game. Guess what? Excalibur has nothing on this, baby. Nothing. Wow. I really had a moment. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. But otherwise, it's a very good XYZ card. And I'm pretty sure if we get more than one of these, oh, just think of the sheer power gasms. I mean, overpowered attack each turn if they're not stopped. Great card to have. Recommend it. Oh, look. Do you remember when they said if it was destroyed, you can special summon 1 fusion Cyber Dragon? Well, guess what? Cyber Twin Dragon is right here. Although, if you want to summon it the normal way, you just need 2 Cyber Dragons. And then, of course, down with the above fusion materials, this card can make a second attack during the battle phase. Wow. So, 2800 times 2, basically. Oh, these are very interesting, actually. Alright, so we got these 2 last cards, Cyber Dragon and Core and Dre. Alright, so let's go over Cores first. So Core basically says, add 1 Cyber Spell and or Trap card from your deck to your hand. If your opponent controls a monster and you control no monsters, you can banish this card. Wow. From your graveyard, special summon 1 Cyber Dragon monster from your deck. Whoa. this is getting really close to getting to that point where it's like it's almost Mirror's Edge on Blue Eyes, the structured deck, not Kaiba's. Wink, wink. So, says you can banish it to summon, special summon one Cyber Dragon from your deck. You can only use this once. Oh, effect per turn. Great. And only once that turn. Great. This card's name becomes Cyber Dragon while it's on the field or in the graveyard. Boom. Remember this, baby? That's what they mean. And plus, when it's on the field, guess what you get to fuse together? Boom. So it's really good in that sense. Plus, you can bring out Cyber Dragon really quick. So having a set of these, forget it. You're good. Alright, Cyber Dragon Drake. Again, sorry if I'm like spinning your head right round like a merry-go-round. Yep, totally didn't butcher that song. Says when this card is normal summon, you can make all Cyber Dragons you currently control become level 5. This cannot special summon any monsters during the turn that you activate this effect, except machine type monsters. If this card is banished, you can target one Cyber Dragon you control. It cannot be destroyed by battle or by card effects this turn. And when this card becomes Cyber Dragon while it's on the field. Whoa. Basically, you have everything covered. You have your Dre, which protects. And you also have this card, which special summons. So your revival and your protection. Plus, it is your Star Changer card. Basically, Star Changer says... Star Changer basically says that you can either increase a monster's level by 1 or decrease it by 1. You also have Constellar Cause, which you can activate twice, to 2 times per turn. And that basically says that you can either upgrade someone's level by 2 or downgrade it by 2. Or 1/1, 2/2, or no, 1/1, -1/-1, +1/+1 type of thing. So this card is really good. Plus it acts like a Cyber Dragon, so again. Of course you have Cyber Dragon, which is, a lot of people know it, but if you don't, don't worry. There's 2 of them here. The Dark Cyber Dragon. Same thing as the Light. If your opponent controls a monster and you control no monsters, special summon it. So basically that's all it's saying. So, take the one, Zue, and raid the other, Zue. If this card attacks an opponent monster, it gains 300 attack during the damage step only. Alright, let me explain this. During the commencing of an attack, when you attack your opponent, you have your battle phase and your damage phase. Now, it's really awkward because it's kind of hard to tell the damage phase if you're chaining constantly. But what it basically says is that during the damage step, which means right after the attack, so basically when everything's getting tallied up, last second it gets a boost of 300. So it goes from 15 to 18, as you can see. And that pretty much also means that it's when you attack, but it has to be a successful attack. And of course, it activates, or it becomes the same name as Cyber Dragon. Proto Cyber Dragon. This just becomes Cyber Dragon while it's on the field. So, that's all. Cyber Valley. Awesome card to have. In fact, I have it in one of my newer decks that I'm building. Cyber Valley, what it does is that if you are basically wide open, boop, boop, stops the attack and damage. Let me go further into detail with that. You can only use one of the 3 effects. The 3 effects state that when this card is targeted for an attack by an opponent's monster, you can banish the card, draw 1 card, end the battle phase. Basically, it turns into Waboku or Defense Draw. Defense Draw is a great trap card, by the way. I recommend you have it because not only does it negate the attack of the monster, but you get no battle damage and you draw 1 card. So Waboku and Jar of Greed, boop, fuse together. Second effect you can target one face-up monster you control and this card. Banish both that target and this card. Then draw 2 cards. Wow, Manifest Destiny much. So basically, I can take 2 cards. This card, because it has to, and another card. Boop. So basically, I could drag your card to the graveyard, quite literally. And of course, then the third ability. You can target 1 card in your graveyard, banish this card, and 1 card from your hand, then place the target on top of the deck. So then it goes back to the top of your deck. If you noticed, Cyber Valley does not say in either way, shape, or form that if it was on the field and or in the graveyard and or summoned by any means, that it becomes a Cyber Dragon. So keep in check. Some of these cards are not all of them are going to say that. Also, Cyber Larva. Cyber Larva is a pretty decent card. Just basically, if a face-up card is targeted for an attack, you can take no battle damage for the rest of this turn. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 Cyber Larva from your deck. Oh look, how convenient, we have 2. So basically, it is your go-to on-field Kuriboh. What I mean by that, Kuriboh, you discard it, you get no battle damage for the entire turn. So in fact, there's no point even attacking. Nothing you're going to do is going to affect your life points. So, while this is on the field, say a stronger monster just took out your strongest monster, you won't get anything because Cyber Larva is playing as Kuriboh. But if by any chance your card, Cyber Larva, gets destroyed, then you can special summon another one and hopefully your luck won't run out like it did the first time. Just saying. Cyber Phoenix. While this card is in attack position, negate any spell and or trap effects that target exactly 1 machine type monster you control and no other cards. Ouch. So there's no way that this effect could be useful, but it's one of those if you're in a corner deal and you need a quick out, boom, summon the card and you don't have to worry. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can draw a card. So it's okay. Ooh, this one I haven't seen before. Cyber Dinosaur. When your opponent special summons a monster from their hand, except during the damage step. So, say it with me. Draw phase, stamina phase, main phase 1, not battle phase. Because the damage step is after main phase 2 and or the end of your turn. Yes. Yes. So basically, every turn except damage. I would like to say indirectly that means battle phase in general. But again, it's general, so what can you do? Decent attack. That's okay for defense. And yep, 6, 7, so 2 monsters, not bad. Remember that one card I said was OP as can be? Well, there's the card right here. This OP card. Cyber Eltanin. Yes, Sunning. The Sunning. Anyways. It says, cannot be normal summoned. Set must be special summoned from your hand by banishing all light machine monsters from your side of the field and your graveyard, and cannot be special summoned by other ways. Whoa. This card attack and defense becomes the number of monsters banished for its special summon times 500. And when this card is special summoned, send all other face-up monsters on the field to the graveyard. You see what I mean by overpowered? You see what I mean by overpowered? Sure, it comes at a hefty price, but holy crap. You better hope you have face-down monsters because holy crap. If you face the Rathalos and let him get summoned successfully, you're out of luck. Your magic and traps will have to save you. Plus, times 500. If anyone has seen the episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, when Cyrus's older brother goes to the underground dueling, he summons this beast, and it's over the marker of 9999. It broke the meter. It was insanely overpowered, and let's just say his opponent was defeated in light terms. Great card to have if you're running a deck like this. If you're running a deck like this. And or light decks. Light decks. Armored Cyburn. We don't have any more Armored Cyburn? We do not. Okay. So, Armored Cyburn. It's one of those Union cards. Defining Union. Please, Travis, define Union for us. I'm glad you asked. Well, Union monsters are a lot like equip cards, with the exception that they're monsters. So at any time in the game, you can either equip the monster to another monster and gain its ability. And I think it's attack and defense, but I'm not very sure about that. Please put that in the comment section below. Whether or not, say this had, I don't know, 500. And you equip it to the card, will it gain 500 attack, or will it just stay at the attack that it's at? But Union cards, there are cards that can be equipped to other cards to gain special abilities. And if you don't like the fact, or you're completely insecure of whether or not the monster is going to stay, you can always detach it, and you can use it as a standalone monster. Chances are Union cards can be very complicated in duels, depending on how you play them. Not a lot of people like Union cards because they're easily replaced with equip cards. Or trap cards like Blast with Chain and Kunai with Chain. Those are technically equip trap cards? I don't know. But anyways, that's pretty much what Union monsters are. They're equipable monsters with special effects. So that's basically what it is. So I pretty much told you its existence. Now let's listen to the ability, what it has to offer when you equip it. Once per turn, you can either target one Cyber Dragon you control or one Fusion monster you control, or list Cyber Dragon as Fusion Material monster. This does not include Synchros and XYZs. So sorry. Equip this card to that target, or unequip this card and special summon it in face-up attack position. Once per turn, while equipped, the equipped monster loses exactly... Hold on. Alright, so the equipped monster loses exactly 1000 attack, and if it does, destroy that target. A monster can only be equipped with one Union monster at a time. If the equipped monster would be destroyed, destroy this card instead. So, remember what I told you, that all Unions have a special effect. Well, in this case, this has a penalty for the effect. And it states that if the card that you equip it to, regardless, it has to be Cyber Dragon related. And it has to have that in it. So, I really hate to say this. Actually, it can be the XYZ and or Synchro if you have it, if there's one that exists. It loses 1000 attack. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. But it protects your monster, so if it dies, it won't die. Instead, this card will die in place of it, which can be extremely useful. So, this is a very intriguing card. As you can see, there is a little smudge on my card. You know the bad thing about it is? It's not raised. It's part of the card. Great. So, anyways, Satellite Cannon. This is a really good card too, actually. It cannot be destroyed by battle with a level 7 or lower monster. Ouch. You better XYZ them. During each of your end phases, this card gains 1000 attack, and if this card attacks, the increased attack returns to 0 after damage calculation. I like this card because it's just like the Sprite card from the fire structure deck. Basically, with the exception that each time the card stalls, it will gain attack. But the moment you use it, all of its strength will be flushed away. All of it will be flushed away into that one attack. Also, you cannot bottomless pit it, and you can't bottomless it, or bottomless trap hole. Can't do that to it, and you definitely cannot, I repeat, cannot use trap hole on it. Can't use any of that. Because it has no attack and defense. It's free. So, from this point on, we have Solar Windjammer. It's a decent card. It has one of those special summon abilities, and of course, increase the level of this card by 1, but there can only be 1 on the field. So basically, you can up this card. Jade Knights. This card is an okay card. An okay, as in just okay. While this card is in attack position, machine type monsters you currently control with 1200 or less cannot be destroyed by trap effects. That's limiting. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 level for a light machine type from your deck to your hand. Again, that's very limiting. Falchion B. Basically, you can if the target is destroyed by an opponent's monster, you can activate one of these effects. Send 1 light machine type with 1200 or less from your deck to the graveyard, or target 1 light machine monster with 1200 or less attack in your graveyard and special summon that target. Guess what? Boom! Jade Knight goes on the field. Ah, yes. Victory. Reflect Bounder. Does anybody remember this card back in the day? Oh, I hope you do. Because this card wasn't exactly the best during its time. Reason being, here it goes. Before damage calculation, if this card is being attacked by an opponent's monster and was in face-up attack position at the start of the damage step, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the attacking monster's attack. And if you do, after the damage calculation, destroy this card. Again, it was not great. It wasn't great back in the day. The reason being, we had cards to protect each other. We knew our stuff. But for the most part, it's great to save for that last moment clutch. Ooh, clutch moment. So, this one is organized. Awkward. But you have the Light Hex Sealed Fusion. Basically, this will count as a fusion-based monster. So, in return, Cyber Dragon for Twin Cyberhead Dragon. Let's say you had only just Cyber Dragon on the field and this card. Summon this baby out. Use Polymerization. You can use this as material and bring Twin Cyberhead out. Stats are, of course, scarce, but it does make up in effect. Sacred or Shining Angel. I would love it called Sacred Angel. Shining Angel. Basically, Shining Angel, if this card is destroyed, just summon a light monster with 1500 or less attack. Alright, so we got Cyber Repair Plant, Evolution Burst, Super Polymerization, good. Power Bond, staple, kind of, need it, and maybe. Cyber Network, yeah, Cybernetic Hidden Technology, 3 of a kind, staple, really good staple. Malevolent Catastrophe, really good to have, needed, and definitely needed if you need to bring back card. I pretty much just summed this up for you. So, all these cards are pretty much here to help machine monsters in general. All of them, with the exception of Super Polymerization. But, for the most part, Cyber Repair Plant, machines, fusion, machines, those 2 cards you will regret if you use them. Definitely keep this in the back burner just in case. Always good for immediate or later use. Light of Redemption. Then target one of your banished monsters and bring that back to your hand by paying 800. It's okay. Cyber Network, pretty good. Need Cyber Dragon. Okay, need 3 of the same cards to pretty much destroy targets. Trap Stun, negate all of the trap cards on the field this turn. Banishes and blocks attack. Really good to disassemble. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, destroy all spells and traps on the field. Ouch. protects you, and revives monsters. So, I am so sorry that this video is 30 minutes long, but I hope you understand. There's a reason why I have these prolonged videos and prolonged reviews. I could easily make this like 5 or 10 minutes tops. But I choose to go into detail, that way if you are interested in purchasing either these structure decks or booster packs or just single cards in general, that's what really matters. It's all about making you a good duelist. What makes a person click. It's all about the right cards for your deck and how they can be implemented the best way. This deck, almost like, sadly to say, almost like the Blue Eyes structure deck. Nearly mirroring the deck. There's plenty of ways to summon Cyber Dragon and or use cards and call them Cyber Dragon. Plenty of ways, which means there's an ample amount of strategy behind all this. So, again, these only give you the basic strategies, but there are plenty of more out there. By the way, if you want me to do any more of these future reviews for any deck out there, box sets, special edition packs, booster packs, want me to do a review on a single card and how it works, you can always do that, guys, by putting your comments in the comment section below, naming what you want me to review next for you guys. Alright, so this is Travis with Nostalgic Duelist. I will see you guys in the next video. And yes, this is my leg and my sock. And a toe. So, I will see you guys in the next video. I'm pretty sure I might be well. If not, then please forgive me if I'm sick. This weather, even though I love it, doesn't exactly love me back. Alright guys, remember, you are also never too old for this. Believe me when I say, for those who think it, it's not always true. The heart of the cards does exist. And if you want me to do that video on my theory and or explanation on how the heart of the cards really does exist in real life, like it does in the TV show, go ahead also put that baby in the comment section below, and I will definitely be more than happy to explain my point and my take on the heart of the cards and whether or not it's real. Alright guys, I'll see you later in the next video. This is Travis with Nostalgic Duelist, signing out.